Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mkandoe, the millennial farmer. This is Mkandoefoods, the channel where we talk about food and agricultural global systems. So thank you for joining me today, and karibuni. Today we're going to be continuing with a series of dope apps, and our second app that we'll go through today, or that I will be reviewing together with you, is called Modisar Farm Management. It's based in Botswana, and the headquarters are in Gaberone, which is the capital of Botswana. So why I like this app again is an app made by Africans for African farmers in Africa. So that's amazing for me to review and look into, and I'm really excited to go through this with you. So this is something that I've been going through about for a week and a few days, just to get used to it before filming about it. But I need to get about 3 months minimum of using this in the farm with the business, such as to get a business perspective for it. So this is just after a few days of using and with a bit of information here and there. I will not give you as detailed as information, but I just wanted you to know what's out there. If you have livestock, you can start using it. So let's get right into it. So this is a web-based and mobile-based digital app. So they have a web platform which you can use on your PC, and they have a mobile platform which you can use on your phone. So you're gonna consistently see me staring this way because I'm looking at my screen as I review the app with you as we go through it together. And I will actually be looking at the web-based platform today, and I will have a few glimpses and screenshots of how the mobile one works because they're kind of similar. I just wanted to look at the web-based one together with you because it has a few different factors here and there. Okay, so like I mentioned, this app is based in Botswana, and I wasn't surprised when I found out because Botswana is very big on beef production and livestock farming. So a lot of their culture is based on livestock production, and I think they are the ninth biggest exporter of beef to the EU as of 2019. So they take their beef and livestock their beef production very seriously. They take their livestock keeping very seriously. Actually, livestock products are the main agricultural export of Botswana. So when it comes to agriculture, livestock is a big deal to them, and it's also a big deal in terms of their culture. So what better way to complement this than to create an app that's specifically based on precision livestock farming. So the first impressions that I liked is the app is clean. Like once you open the platform on the website, it's very clean interface. Hakuna mambo mingi, there's not so many things to go through. It's just simple, and as little colors as possible, they blend in together. It's nice to view to the eyes. Already when you have a feel of this, you know that you're in good professional hands. And if you're doing farming as a business, you want something professional that you can use for your efficiency. Because again, we're looking at apps that will help you be a millennial farmer or be a very efficient and sustainable farmer in terms of business. So and I don't mind if you're doing farming for subsistence, like eating your own food that you grow, that's fine. But I'm focusing on apps that actually help you run your farm as a business, because I'm also looking at farming as a business venture, as your main source of income, and not just as something that you do when you're bored. Remember, it's been made in a country where livestock is a very big deal. All right, so if you sign up for this, you can put your details here, put your number and all that stuff, and sign in. Now when you sign in, this is what you get. They have a paid version, the premium and the basic, which is $5 per month, $15 per month, and depending on how much you pay, this is what you get. But we're going to be reviewing the free version because that's what I've been looking at for the past couple of days. And it's quite easy to navigate. Even if it's free, it does give you a lot of information and data that you can use. One thing to note though is that you don't get the reports and the inventory in the free version. So this is my platform. We have one farm, it's called Zawadi Greens, and because our main source of income from livestock is pigs, and they don't have pigs here, they only have cattle, goats and sheep. Cattle and small ruminants are goats and sheep. We have 2 goats and 1 sheep, but for purposes of data I put in quite a number of goats. We're going to go into the goat section so that we can fill in the data together. Let me do it with you. So for example, if I have a goat named Kwamboka, I know I'd call a goat that, but okay, it's not tagged, it's in my farm. The breed is, let's go with the breeds in East Africa. I think we can go with Somali breed. Yeah, okay. It's grayish in color, got a female goat. I don't know when it was born, but we could assume that it was born in May. Okay, 2020. Great. And this was purchased. So it's very important, even if you're buying a goat, get an idea of the date it was born. Even if the farmer or the person you're buying it from does not know the date, have a rough estimate. It will help you keep your records straight. Add animal. Alright, that was really easy. So now it looks like I have, what, 4 animals, 4 goats. But this is just for purposes of data. So the goats that we actually have are Cheryl in the farm. The other one has not been named, for example. So if we look at the details about this goat, as you can see, the name is there, it's active. I don't know why the farm location is not presented. Maybe there's a glitch in the system. And the date is there, everything is around. So you can always edit these details. For example, maybe you don't even know the breed name, but you can put anything that is present in Kenya and change it later when you get to know. Now, this is a problem with the platform, because if you're a new farmer and you don't know anything about goats, for example, I'm not very knowledgeable about goats, so I got stuck when it came to breed. But I found this site for Food and Agriculture Organization, it's FAO for the UN. They have a DAD-IS system where you can pretty much know what breed you have. And if you choose the country Kenya, hello, yeah, and the species of animals like goats, they pretty much give a rough estimate of the goats that you have in the country. So unfortunately, they do not have photos for these. For example, the Anglo-Nubian goat, there's no photo of it, so you wouldn't know. Neither is the color very specific, because these goats can actually have quite a number of colors. But you could take a photo of your goat and put it on the photo area, image area, so that you kind of know what you're dealing with. Okay, let's go back here. The other thing is, because it doesn't have the photos or the colors, it's quite difficult to navigate through. But what I found useful was at least you have an idea of what you are working with, which animal and which country. So depending on the country, you're able to know what type of breeds that are likely to be found there, which I think is quite helpful. But for example, if you put the country of Botswana, why is there no B? For example, if you put the country of Botswana, the goat species, and you pick a Tswana goat, they actually have a photo of this. Again, this is a livestock country, obviously they have a photo of this, and they have different photos of exactly the same goat. So if your goat looks nothing like this, I guess it's not the one. But this pretty much gives you an idea of what to work with. Okay, that was just a by the way side note, but this is a photo that I used to get an idea of what goat I have, and my goat clearly looks like this, and I have another one that looks like this. So those are the 2 photos that I worked with. I will also leave this in the description box just to give you a way of playing around with your species before you pretty much figure out what it is. The person you're buying a goat from, especially if it's purchased, will know what you're dealing with. So right, classification information. So on this, if this is not a sire, so obviously these details are all false. It is not castrated because it's female, and I didn't put a horn status. Animal, you could say I have this goat for breeding because I want to get cows out of it. I can update this information, and you can just keep going on updating as much information as possible. Like I said, you will not get any reports because this is a free version, so nothing will appear here. EBV is the estimated breeding value. This is extremely scientific. I will go into detail in another video. Like I said, I will review this app for about 2 months and then get back to you. Complete data information. Right now I don't have so much. Just a few days is not enough data to work with. Another thing I really wanted to mention was activities. You can add an activity, for example, let's look at feeding, right? We could add different feeds before you add the activity. So here I'd already put something up. When you add new feed, you can always put what type of, how did you store it? In a hay shed, in a silo? Maybe most people actually use hay sheds for goods. Maybe you got maize stalks. Maybe you got maize stalks. And it's a maize type of crop. Okay, kilograms, how much do you buy or how much did you get from your own farm? 200 kilos, I don't know. How much do you have now? 150 because your goods have been eating it. How much did it cost? Now, even if they are yours, you have to put the price you would sell it at. Assume you are buying from yourself. Again, this is a business. So I don't usually know how much. No, actually, I think they cost like quite expensive though, per kilo. Okay, so let's put something like 200 shillings, 300 shillings for now. And the description is like, oh yeah, this is maize from my farm. From farm. Okay. It could be less, it could be more. This is just a figure of speech. Okay. So that's just an example, and I think you're given a limit as to how much you can add. Again, with the free version, this is a problem that I had with it. Yeah, but at least you have the option of adding what you would need. Now, they would have, again, documents, you can't get them. Tags, you can't. Vaccines, however, you can put in the vaccines. Now, you may not be able to know the type of vaccine, especially if you're getting a new livestock, for example. But, for example, if I say, no, this is not the platform that I thought. If I go back to my goat, Cheryl, and I want to put in activities, that it was vaccinated. There are different types of vaccinations that already appear for you. You can also add your own. Nothing wrong with it. You could also add your own vaccination into the list, because you don't necessarily have to use all of them. But this information you can easily get from a vet, because you wouldn't know all these details. So it's not that difficult to get from a vet. And most of the times they give you the exact name, so you can just check it under the vaccination option. Okay, then I think that's all I wanted to show you. Again, I have to review this app a couple of times. I feel like it has a few glitches here and there, but it's quite interesting how it's able to really help you navigate and add as much information as possible, and as many animals as you can. For a fee of $5 a month, I think that's okay. It's quite high, but I think it's fine. Especially if you're trying to do this professionally and you don't know where to start, this would be a good app for you to start with when it comes to precision livestock farming. Yeah, so let me know what you think about this. Download it, try it out, try the free version out, navigate through it first, get used to all the terminologies, get used to all the information that they give you, get used to how to navigate around it. Then you can continue using the free version until you find something that you like. Again, I really would advocate for you guys using digital apps and digitization to make your life a little bit more easier. Already as a farmer, it's tough, and especially now with COVID, it's a bit more challenging. So if you have something in your pocket that you can pull out and immediately all the information is in your face without having to think of, oh, I need to print, the vet is coming, I can't remember the name of the medicine you gave me last time. It's easier when everything is kind of stored for you. This is the review of the app that I have. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you're going to download it, and if you are, how it's going to work for you. So until next time, kwaheri.